We're live. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is the Weekly Wrestle 39.
39. One away from 40, baby. Almost there. 40 shows.
What a time. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Think about it all the time.
Because, like, to think that we have not missed a single Weekly Wrestle. We've seen every single one through 39. We haven't missed a single one.
Yeah, we've watched every single one of them. Yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing. What a time to be alive where we just happen to catch each one. Hey, thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining. This is the Loser Leaves Wrestling Network.
That's right, the LLW Network.
And if you're watching this, you are officially an intern. You are an LLW intern. Join the Discord. We'll give you weekly assignments. Become an intern. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with Hammer.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm in a small town in Texas. I bought a car about a month ago, and I said when I bought a car, I'd go visit my aunt who lives about 5 hours away from me. Drove out here. We stayed up. I got here at 10:30 last night. We ended up staying up till 1:30 chatting. She's 81 sweet. And she's just killing it. She told me all this, nothing. There's only one story she told me that I'll tell now because it does nothing to do with my family. We apparently had a family friend who knew Jackie Gleason of Honeymooners fame. So she got to be in Jackie Gleason's dressing room when she was like a kid, and she was like, "He's a bum. He uses crass language in front of women, and he's a slob."
Yeah. Let's go, Jackie! Okay. Look, I love that dude.
Great. Incredible.
Love Jackie Gleason and love Aunt Jerry.
Aunt Jerry.
What a great,
the best.
What a great time.
Yeah.
If Aunt Jerry comes by, tell her to jump on.
Tell her to jump on the show. Yeah.
Let's have her take. But thank you all so much for joining us. This is the Weekly Wrestle, where we talk about the weekly wrestling news, and we go over Rampage a little bit. Now, what happened with me this morning is I turn on the old Sling, and go to the old DVR section, and guess what the DVR is programmed for? 1 hour. 1 hour.
Did you get the first or the second hour?
The second. So I missed Action Bronson, and I missed what's his face?
Muda. That both. So I was traveling last night, and I've been with my aunt this morning, so I haven't gotten to watch the show yet.
But I just, right before we got on, I watched the clips and such. So it's fun. It's fun. It's really fun.
I can't wait. I've seen some clips. Of Action Bronson.
Yeah, you're gonna be lit for Action Bronson.
I'm so excited. I love that
Honestly,
guy.
I don't see you two like. I think you could wrestle like Action Bronson. Like, I
he's
mean,
a
like,
good guy though.
But like, what? Like, he just found the one thing he's really good at and just does it all the time. And he's so good at it, like it's
Power
good.
slams,
tackles, like shoulder tackles. He's just such a big meat of a man. Like, and he looks comfortable in the ring. He reminds me of a Bear Boulder.
Yeah.
Or Bear Bronson, was it?
One of them.
Is it? Oh, he's a Bear Bronson and Bear Boulder?
Yeah, it's the Bear Country.
Action's got to reach out to Bronson.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was a fun time. It was a fun little show. You heard
How
about
did
the
you
main
feel
event?
about the second hour? Was the main event Ricky and Hobbs?
I'm just gonna go over everything. Real quick.
Please.
Muda came out. Cool little moment. Looks great.
Really
Give a great
cool.
dragon screw. We got Action Bronson. Looked like $1 million. Sammy versus Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about this?
I heard that Kingston won, but they reversed the decision because he wouldn't let go.
Wouldn't let go of that stretch plum.
Yeah.
And just Sammy started the match by saying, "Listen, you're a fat piece of shit," and then it did. That's how the match started. The main event was that battle royale, which shouldn't main event any show ever, because battle royales are my least favorite part of wrestling
in general.
Yeah, overall. If you asked me to pick the one thing in wrestling that I would prefer not happen ever, it'd be a battle royale.
Now, when unless you say it's battle royale,
no, hold on. Let me scratch that.
A match where all wrestlers start in the ring at once.
Let me scratch that. My least favorite part of wrestling is an AEW battle royale because they don't know how to put one together. They do not know how to put one together.
They've had, let's say this is a number that I'm completely making up. Let's say they've had 15 battle royals since the company started. I think one has been good. Remember the tag team battle royal where Darius Martin came back and was that tag team battle royal? That was a good one.
That was fine the last 5 minutes. Makes me angry. Okay. Brooklyn Bleak is here.
Hey, Brooklyn Bleak.
The camera switch is throwing me off. Oh, we switched it around, Roy.
Are we switched?
Yeah, I love it. Because I'm the one who's
because you're the Zoom guy. You're the Zoom guy now. Yeah. Brooklyn Bleak. I'm traveling, so my internet isn't as strong as it normally is. So Red is in charge of the Zoom.
I went to a Dodgers game last night.
I saw the what you posted on Instagram was very funny. I think it was reposting of Jamie's, but the writing was over your face. Very funny.
Yeah, because honestly, I hate that picture of my face. It looks rough. But I went to a Dodgers game.
Wait, you went to that game last night?
700.
You were at that? You were at Pujols' 699 and 700? Amazing.
I have video of it.
Oh my God, I can't.
I have video of everyone in Dodgers Stadium cheering for the Cardinals.
Yes, that's
nuts,
unbelievable.
And Jamie and I, my friend Jamie, we got there late and we were super high and we know nothing about baseball, not a single lick. And we got there late and we literally walk in, grab our seats, and then everyone just starts rising up. And we're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And there's a Cardinal at bat, and goes for a swing. Everyone and misses. There's 2 strikes. So strike, and then everyone just like boo, boo, hits it, yeah. And then everyone's just like, I'm like, what? It was nuts. That's
incredible.
Lost my. It was really. It becomes being high. It was just like the fuck is going on. It was nuts. Yeah, I was there.
That's amazing that you were there. I can't believe that you were there. That's insane.
Jamie's just like, let's go see fireworks because they're fireworks on Friday nights.
Sure, of course.
And so it was very funny.
Did you get a Dodger dog?
Yes. I really regret that I said because I was weak. I was weak and I got a Dodger dog because I'm off mammal products.
Good call.
I haven't had one in about a year and a half. Like I'll have it for special occasions.
I'm sorry. What? You haven't had a mammal product for a year?
No
and a
mammals.
half?
I don't eat mammals. I eat chicken. Because chicken are dinosaurs.
I was just thinking about our trip. You had to have eaten mammals on our trip, but it was a special occasion. But I'm just
special occasion.
You did.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
You didn't have barbecue? I guess you just had chicken or turkey.
I had turkey.
Turkey's not a mammal.
No, it's a
bird.
Yeah, birds lay eggs.
Yeah. Wow, we're off topic, but that's so interesting.
I definitely ate a Dodger dog yesterday because they didn't have any turkey options.
Special occasion. Albert Pujols hit his 700th home run.
But I felt really bad because honestly, I don't mind eating dinosaurs, like chickens. They're dinosaurs. I don't mind eating the enemy, but we're supposed to work with the cows and pigs to fight the enemy, which are chickens.
Yeah. What do you eat? Well, never mind.
And fish are cool too. Fish are basically sea vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. There's enough of those where
I see more life.
Be in trouble.
I see more life in a broccoli's eyes than a fish's. Woodsy the Bee says, "Are you telling me you saw baseball history and just didn't care?" Oh no, I cared. Woodsy the Beast. Hi, Woodsy the Beast. I cared. Jamie cried.
Jamie cried.
Jamie's watching it. She's just like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Because like
it was really beautiful.
Because everyone was so supportive.
Yeah.
It was so supportive.
He played for the Dodgers last year too.
We did a lot of connecting the dots, and there was a lot of helpful people around us to explain. I had my because it's a whole thing. But yeah, fun time had by all. We got to get back to Rampage.
The main event, the last match on the show was the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But you saw Ricky and Hobbs.
Oh, that was the last match. Sorry,
was that because it's Lights Out. Was that good?
Out. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Okay. It's just I think I used to hate Ricky Starks in Inspire. Do you remember?
Yeah, sure. We both did.
Hated him because he was a face, and he sucks at being a face.
Yeah,
because he thinks
came
that
out to touch the sky. That was his thing.
I hated it. I hated that. I hated everything about him because the thing is, when he seems very oblivious when he's a face. Like I'm like you rub people the wrong way, generally. And I feel like you come off as a whiny little shit.
Yeah.
But as a heel, amazing.
Yeah, great heel.
And I just don't like it.
We'll see what happens. Let's see. I mean, I have to watch the show. I don't have an opinion on this. I haven't seen it yet.
But it was a fun night. Yeah. And Rampage needs to be 2 hours in live.
I agree. Completely.
Needs to be 2 hours.
And I mean, we don't have to get too deeply into it now, but booking Hangman, the way you're booking Hangman, not good. Because now Hangman went from being the former champion who's trying to work his way back up to now he's just the guy he's like the guy who's higher up on the card that gets put into situations just to lose. Well, that's what's happening here.
No, but that sometimes needs to happen. Somebody has to lose, and Hemming's getting a main event positioning. He's still in the main event picture. It's just that this is his time to lose.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's MJF's time.
It is. Well, it's definitely MJF's time, but we're at a point now where hey, we can have feuds that aren't around titles, and we can just have grudge matches, and you should probably put him in a feud with someone. But at the same time, I mean, you got to just build everything from scratch because now the Bucks are suspended and Kenny's suspended, and he's just a guy without a home right now. Yeah. Hangman.
And I don't mind him boostering up the Dark Order.
Sure.
If that's his role right now to be whatever that, because man, I'm so angry about the trios titles.
Yeah, it sucks that they haven't even been defended since they were won.
Because it's just Tony Khan only wanted them for his elite, undisputed storyline. Otherwise, there's no one that really matters in that division at all.
Well, no, that's not true. Death Triangle. The problem is Death Triangle does matter, but they're the champions now. The Undisputed Era are gone. The Elite are suspended. Malachi Black's gone, so now they're a tag team and not a trio. So it was going to be those four teams anchoring that division, and three of the four just aren't around right now. So what do? You have them to continue to feud with the best friends? I mean, there's nothing you can do.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's only two teams that matter in the division, and they're gone. And the Death Triangle, I don't consider they have the titles, but they have done nothing before or since after to make themselves seem important. It's not their fault. But they've done nothing to feel important, right?
I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's okay. I mean,
have we even seen them walk out with the titles? Did we see any celebration for them being the first?
Sure.
It's just nothing. It just feels
sure.
They don't care. Yeah. They don't care unless it's the Bucks or it's a trios title. I don't know. One thing I did want to mention about Rampage, Roy, Julia Hart takes a hellacious bump.
Yeah, I heard. I haven't seen it. I heard.
Fuck.
It's an actual bump. It wasn't like an oops, I fell. It was a bump.
It was supposed to be a bump that turned to an ouch, I fell.
Oh, okay.
It's nuts. Right. You'll see.
I saw something where she said she was okay.
Okay, good. Yeah. She's young. She'll spring back. Yeah. Brooklyn Bleak says, I wouldn't mind a feud between the Hanger and Roosh. Great match potential. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's actually great. And they were the last two. Brooklyn Bleak says, use Ring of Honor trios teams for now. Sure.
Yeah. Dalton Castle and the boys?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being mean. We have to keep moving. We have to start
what
talking.
What about Claudio, Danielson, and Wheeler?
And if they ever lose, it'd be an insult to wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's go to the news.
Hey, welcome everyone to the news. You can't lose. This is Weekly
You can't lose
Wrestle
it.
39. Join us in the Discord, right, Roy? We have a fun
Yeah.
time in that Discord. It
We
pops
do.
off and it comes.
We do. People get heated.
Even though we say we have a Patreon on our thing, that's not true.
It's not true.
We have to put a slash through that. We have to put like a.
Where
big
does it say that? It says it in the bar.
It says www.patreon.com/loserleaveswrestling.
Yeah, I gotta update that. You gotta update that.
To become an official intern, you join the Discord.
You gotta join the Discord internship.
Right. The first news item of the day, stuff. Roy. First news item of the day. Soraya. No, first slide, Tam.
Yeah.
Soraya is all elite. I actually regret putting this at the top because there's actually more of a story that I actually spaced out weird. But Soraya, I'm happy she's back, but it looks like she may not be wrestling in the immediate future. And I am unsure as to her big value if she's not.
Yeah, I agree. AEW doesn't do non-wrestlers very well.
No, they do not.
I don't think they even have any non-wrestlers, honestly.
Vicky Guerrero?
Yeah, but where's she been, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm being Jake Roberts.
I loved Jake temporarily. His first 6 months, thought it was great. That promo he cut, Caesar.
Hail Caesar. It's great.
Yeah. But after that, I mean, whatever. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I think she's a ratings draw. I think she's exciting, but she's got to do something. So I guess we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Let us know what you think Soraya might be doing when she gets there. Is she going to be managing? Is she going to be a authority figure, which I wouldn't mind? I think, honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea to have an authority figure in AEW.
I agree with that completely.
Because I don't like Tony.
I don't like this. Like Tony Khan just announced. I don't like that.
I want some announcements. Yeah. That'd be funny. Woodsy the Beast says, I emailed for the link and never got it.
Oh, is that true? I didn't see that. I didn't see.
We didn't see that, Woodsy the Beast. Are you Woodsy the Beast at gmail.com? Oh, I don't know. I deleted that because I thought it was spam. No, I did. I didn't see it.
I'll check.
We're gonna check. We're gonna get you in there, Woodsy Beast. We have to get you in there, right?
We got to get you in there. Brooklyn Bleak, we got to get you in there too. Brooklyn Bleak, I feel like you don't want to join, and that's okay.
Somebody doesn't want to be an intern. Brooklyn Bleak says, I figured, but the best possible possibility, a Soraya stable versus Vicky stable, maybe, or something against Britt Baker. Vicky, I love Vicky, but dead in the water.
Yeah, sure.
And her stable is Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir.
Look, don't hate so much on Marina Shafir, okay?
Why can't I?
Because she would be really good as a fourth person in a stable, like an enforcer who only has to do a couple of moves and look tough and be the muscle. She'd be good at that. Is she like a ring general? No, not at all. But she's tough, and her like offense is convincing at times. So I think she would be good.
I love that. It's been a move. They did a move. They had a thing. It was always convincing. Definitely looked like I was convinced they did it. I'm sorry. I'm
brutal.
I'm hopped up on kombucha. But we'll see what happens with that. She is not medically cleared because of 2 neck injuries from 2016 and 2017 that resulted in her ending her career short. She's been talking for a while about the idea of coming back, a la Bryan Danielson and Edge, but still no word on if that's possible.
I thought she got cleared. I thought she got cleared the way Danielson got cleared. Like WWE doctors wouldn't clear her, but doctors from outside the WWE did.
I thought so too. We're not sure if it's AEW doctors that aren't clearing her or her own. Mm-hmm. So maybe her own are, but AEW isn't for some reason. You know, who knows?
Fair. They got to be careful.
They have to be careful because it's very subjective.
Yeah,
very subjective. Brooklyn Bleak says, but what about Madison Rayne? They use her on Dark, but not Dynamite. I don't know. Madison Rayne,
she's a coach.
Honestly, but like I like the idea of her working more. I never heard her on the mic though. Is she good?
I actually, this is a controversial take, I think, but she did color commentary for Impact for about a year, and I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay.
Okay. Could you do this real quick? Do this. And move it closer to the camera. And now move it slowly back to you. Interesting. Moving on.
Focus?
Yeah, now you're back. For some reason, your camera went out of focus and it pulled you away. And I thought that would work, but it didn't work. But you look good now. Actually, it fixed it. That weird thing you did with the mic really worked. Brooklyn Beats say the way you said Marina Shafir name with such disgust and facial gestures were a bit much. Lol. Marina Shafir. I'm sorry. I don't want to pick on Marina Shafir.
That's really funny. It was a bit much.
I just think Marina Shafir would do better in developmental or not at all.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have fired her then.
Fired under the old regime. Moving on. We got to get out of here, Roy. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Gotta get out of here. Next slide there, Taeyeon. There's been another backstage meeting at AEW back. And it's just saying that basically people are a lot happier now, Roy.
Yeah.
Now that the nonsense of Punk's melodrama and the Bucks and Kenny's thumb on the product, I don't know what the right word to say, just like their overbearing presence has caused it to be very light, breezy backstage.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. And they love their leaders that act like leaders, like Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and Chris Jericho. Punk, who does not act like a leader, but says
Punk's
he's a
not
leader. And the Bucks, who don't want to be a leader, but are told they are a leader.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are leaders. I want to really work on being the elite. Kenny's like, I want a video game. Don't let me talk to people.
The video game looks good.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't wait. Brooklyn Bleak says Madison Rayne became the standout on the mic during the Beautiful People period with Tennille Dashwood. Is that where Dash got his name? Dash Harwood?
Do you remember Emma? Emma was good. Emma's a good wrestler.
I like Emma. Is that her?
Tennille Dashwood. Yeah, it's her real name.
Oh, I like her. I love Emma. But what do you think about this locker room?
I think that's good. I think, I read something that's basically said it's addition by subtraction, which is nice.
I like that.
And I read that as CM Punk specifically, not necessarily the Bucks and Kenny, but it could be everybody. Who knows?
I take it as both because I feel like there have been, like, it's not widely talked about, but people have not been a fan of the atmosphere backstage because of like Kenny Omega rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah, what I wonder though, like to me, and again, this is based on little to nothing, that like Kenny and the Bucks aren't the type of people to like start issues outwardly backstage. What I'm saying is like Punk is someone who would go up to someone who's doing something he disagrees with and be like, "Really? You're going to do that? Huh?" I don't look at like, and that to me lends itself to a much more immediate, like toxic environment. I think the Bucks and Kenny keep it to themselves and then talk shit in their locker room, which is also not good.
Which is worse. I feel at least if you're an asshole up front, then you're an asshole up front. But what they do, they politic.
But why do they? But that's the thing. Why are they politicking? It's Tony Khan's company, but they're like they started the company with him. So
because
like,
they don't
have to politic for?
They showed with Cody like they're expendable.
Who's expendable?
The EVPs are expendable. They're not important.
I don't agree with that.
Like honestly, they don't need Nick Jackson to run Being the Elite. They don't. It doesn't matter.
I mean, as performers, I don't think they're
Matt's
expendable.
wife runs merchandise. I wonder who could do that better. Anyone in the world? I don't know.
First of all, she's done a good job.
I'm sure she has.
Second of all, I think it's more as performers. I mean, as performers, I don't think they're expendable. And I don't think Cody's expendable either. I think they were stupid for letting Cody go.
I think that all performers at every company are expendable.
I mean,
besides The Rock and Stone Cold, I don't think there has been someone that isn't expendable as a talent.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is, this company was formed. And its foundation as a fan base is these people who are loyal to Kenny and the Bucks. Like, you want to grow that audience, of course, but the fail-safe, that like 700,000, 800,000, 900,000 viewership that you get on a weekly basis is from the people who have been there since the beginning. In the beginning were the Bucks, Kenny, and Cody, which is why you should have never let Cody go.
I'm saying is if Kenny and the Young Bucks got fired tomorrow.
Yeah.
I like this.
You like this?
You're like this. You're like Ken Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. Very good. No, but I think it's
I don't like holding this microphone.
If they got let go tomorrow, there would not, and they went to New Japan and they hated the company, there would not be a single dip in ratings.
Okay.
You know?
I think there would be a dip in live attendance. I think
I don't.
The diehards are the ones that love those people, and it was the same thing when Punk left and everyone started chanting CM Punk, the crowd would take over. There would be a hostile takeover in that way for the Bucks and Kenny.
I don't know, maybe. Did Grand Slam sell out?
It didn't. It didn't sell out, but it's the first ever $1 million gate for an AEW television show.
Oh, good job, Tony Khan.
We both, you know what I just realized? We both abandoned Sleeveless Saturday. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we'll get back to it. Are you wearing a long sleeve shirt?
No, I'm wearing my Franklin Lakes shirt.
Yeah, I saw New Jersey, and then I realized, oh, we're not wearing sleeves.
God damn it.
We are wearing sleeves, yeah.
Hey, come on. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry. Oh my God! And Tam's there with the sleeves off,
sleeveless.
I'm sorry, Tam. Tam. Yeah.
He worked so hard for that.
I think this is the last show.
we never get to 40.
We never get to 40.
We're at 39. We never get to 40.
We have to move on, Roy. We're gonna get swamped here.
Let's keep going.
Speaking of the AEW locker room, next slide there, Tam. MJF, while he is back, he's making a lot more money, Roy.
Yeah, I saw. Money. I didn't see the number, but I saw that somebody put the number out there.
It's basically $1 million a year, which isn't like, but it's a great raise from. I think he was at 200,000, something like that, 300,000, and now he's at $1 million a year for the rest of this year, and then the following year he's getting $1 million, and then he's no contract extension, so it's still coming up in 2024. That's a great move for MJF, and he's going to get a lot more in 2024. Yeah,
I would assume that he would get somewhere between $3 and $4 million a year. That would be my assumption. I think Reigns and Brock, they're making around $4. I think that's their...
Reigns is more. Reigns is $6.
Reigns is making $6. He's the top paid. I would assume there's no one in wrestling paid more than him.
Actually, I think Jon Moxley is making more.
No.
Let me see. Salary.
I'd be surprised if those numbers got out.
Oh my God.
No, there's no way Jon Moxley is making more than $6 million a year.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Jon Moxley is making $6 million. Roman Reigns is making $5.
No.
Brock Lesnar is making more.
Brock, wait, what's your source on this?
Google.
Oh shit, Red, you don't pay? You don't have a pro Zoom account?
Uh-oh.
Their service Titan? I mean, through whatever company you work for.
I heard you say. Okay, we have 10 minutes to finish up this podcast. Oh no.
The Weekly Wrestle 39 weeks later, we still haven't gotten it together, baby.
Okay, we have to get going. There's no time for nonsense anymore.
We got to keep rolling. Let's keep rolling.
Okay. Brooklyn Bleak says MJF stuff gets awful precedence. Don't feed the trolls. MJF stuff.
Brooklyn Bleak hates MJF, and I love it.
I love it. And he's doing a good job, Brooklyn Bleak. He's doing a good job.
No, Brooklyn Bleak hates him because he hates his character. He thinks it's inconsistent, which I think is really interesting.
Well, interesting. We have to talk about that in more detail, Brooklyn Bleak. I'd love to. Next slide, we're going to go rapid fire. Next slide, Tab. Grand Slam this year saw a dip in attendance.
See a bit of a dip in attendance
and viewership.
Sure.
15%.
I don't know if it was that much.
From last week.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
From last week and from last year, I think it's like 20%.
It could be. They did a big number last year. But also you have to think last year's Grand Slam was an exception because it was Danielson's first match in AEW. He was fighting Kenny. Like they were coming off of that, the end of All Out. So
but you have to keep in mind the fact that like all the numbers are down from last year. Mm-hmm. Like it's been steadily declining since Punk got here and they peaked. And then they just slowly been declining to where they are now.
Yeah, but all cable numbers are also down across the board. And as long as AEW is still first or second every week, I think we're okay.
That's true.
And
that's true.
By we, I mean AEW.
I would love to see these streaming numbers. If anyone has any access to it. Do you, Roy?
Yeah. No.
You do?
Mm-mm. Oh. Have access to streaming numbers? No.
Okay. I'm going to keep moving on. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega unable to participate in AAA main event due to the suspension. You heard about this one?
Yeah, I saw that. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Did you see his bite mark?
I did see his bite mark. Hilarious.
That's the picture that I have up. That bite mark. And next slide there, Tam. Young Bucks said on Twitter, did you see their newest status, I think?
A suspended AF? That's all I saw.
No, it's now not sure, TBH. What do you think that means?
They love it. I just think they love working everybody.
I think this is all work.
Regardless of whether it's true or not, I think they love working everybody. So it doesn't really matter anyway.
I think MJF was a work. He's had his contract extension and a vacation. I think the Bucks and Kenny are getting a little vacation. I think Kenny's doing some promotion stuff. How convenient that he's doing all this promotional work right when he's suspended. You know? The Young Bucks getting a vacation after not having one for a long time.
Yeah.
This is all this all feels very convenient. All feels very convenient.
Interesting. It's very interesting.
Next up, Roy, Ruby Soho has a broken nose. Next slide.
Oh yeah, she got fucking rocked.
Ty
Conti fucked her up.
That's the second broken nose in 2 weeks in AEW.
I mean, that was Britt's like second or third broken nose.
Yeah, but it was because of Athena falling on her face. It wasn't like, that accident-prone nose of hers. No.
Right. No, yeah, Athena sat on her face.
She got scrunched. But she's getting surgery this week. We all hope it goes well, right?
Thank gosh. Yeah. This is her second surgery on her nose.
Ruby?
No, Ruby. No, Britt. If Britt was getting surgery, she's already had surgery on her nose. Well, that's good. I'm glad that she's getting surgery. Ruby's had a tough go of it.
We want Ruby back and we want her healthy.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. Because I'd love to see her versus Paige or Soraya.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a cool match. Next slide there, Tam. So you know how WWE tried to contact Chris Jericho, apparently.
Yeah, but it was Malachi.
But it's also 3 other people.
Yeah, I saw FTR,
Dax and Cash.
Yeah.
Dax and Cash. Ugh, I hate that name. And Swerve.
And Swerve, yeah.
And I could say pretty confidently, all 4 of those guys, maybe not FTR. FTR left for the reason that they weren't, but maybe under Triple H may be different. I think they'd all be used pretty damn well.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I disagree with that.
We'll still see what happens with Swerve because honestly, their loss and that match, like I'm hopeful that him and Keith Lee will do something fun.
He seems to be enjoying himself, and I think they need a heel like him. He would be a great heel and a great presence at the top of the card. He would be excellent,
especially since Ricky Starks is no longer that because that was his spot,
right?
Of being that heel, right. You know. But you know, Brooklyn Bleak says, "Lol, the AAA Prez blaming and hating Punk on Twitter for Kenny not being on their pay-per-view had me laughing." That's pretty funny. That's really funny.
Yeah. Did you see Nash also shitting on Punk?
Well, he shit and also didn't shit. Like, he said something like, "Yeah, dude's a prick." Reminds me of me. My son.
Well, he said something like, he was like, "Punk's fucking tired. Punk's 42 years old. I was in the ring at 55 with 2 bad knees. I was fucking tired."
Yeah, but also you legitimately have always wrestled tired.
Yeah.
You know, you're not wrestling Punk style.
Right. Kevin. Right. Yeah, I agree.
But that's that. We have to, oh my God, we have to keep moving. And also AW sent a letter to legal.
WWE. Yeah, WWE as they should. That's illegal. What they're doing is illegal.
I think it's fun.
It's contract tampering.
I'm so upset for all these
Look, I
billionaires.
love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But yeah, I love it. I'm just saying, yeah, they should they should go back and forth.
Yeah, I love it. I want them to steal each other's talent all the damn time.
Yeah.
I want it. Okay, moving on. Next slide there, Tam. Survivor Series is getting a makeover, Roy.
Wow. How about this?
Did you hear what they're bringing to Survivor Series?
Yeah, I love it.
War games. Fine.
It's great. It's really smart.
Reason to watch Survivor Series.
And with Vince being gone, I think it'll actually be war games. Like there'll be a top on the.
Oh, you
cage.
think a top?
Yeah, I think it'll be 2 rings, and it'll be the whole thing. I really do believe that. If Triple H has full control, it'll be that way. Although maybe he's like, you better to shoot it, but there should be a top on it.
Actually, I don't like the top. I like the NXT without, because I feel like those. I didn't like those old War Games matches. I never liked them. They were hard to see. They felt cluttered. At least with the top off, it looks like they could move more. They could do more stuff.
Yeah,
it's so limited in that small cage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe. But I'm just excited that there's a reason to watch Survivor Series, right, Roy?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a reason to watch all their shows now, pretty much. When's Crown Jewel? I'm not gonna watch it. But when is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Logan Paul's there. But did you see the picture I posted on Loser Leaves Wrestling? Logan Paul Bear. Someone photoshopped Paul Bear's face on Logan Paul's body. Next slide there, Tam. The White Rabbit is coming, Roy.
Yeah, it's Bray Wyatt.
I think it's Bray Wyatt, right?
Yeah, I would think it's Bray Wyatt.
I'm excited about this potential crossover with Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Wyatt.
Yeah, sure.
He's been bringing out a timepiece each time, like an hourglass.
Yeah, he's been doing that forever, though. That's always been his thing.
I think this, and he used to be the White Rabbit in fucking Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground? Oh, is that true?
Karrion Kross was the White Rabbit.
I didn't know that. That was the last season?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was Paul London's White Rabbit. Paul London was the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, he was the
tea party.
I miss Paul London. I love Paul London.
I do too. He hates Matt Hardy. Gabe Sapolsky. Next slide. Gabe Sapolsky is back in creative, which is
good.
Cool.
Good for him.
Ring of Honor booker, Evolve, Dragon Gate USA. He's back where he should be, right?
Yeah. He threw a fit once backstage at a Dragon Gate USA show, and he yelled at Nick Jackson. And Nick Jackson was like, no, and made him apologize in front of the entire locker room.
I love that.
That's why he's the Indie Taker.
Is that what he's called?
They when he was on the Indies, they called him the Indie Taker because he always protected the locker room. Okay, as we were saying,
we have less than a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna read through these. Don't worry about the slides, Sam. Trish Stratus gets an emergency appendectomy.
Hope she's okay.
Hope she's okay. Rumors abound about Captain Insano making an AEW return. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Some comments here. Tony writes, War Games. Boom. Joe's in the chat.
Joe's here.
The marketing campaign for the White Rabbit has been awesome, and no Vince to ruin it when it debuts. It's awesome.
I hope so.
We have a very short episode today because of technical difficulties. We're going to end any time now. There's no way to know. But we also have Randy Orton is a witness in a trial about a tattoo artist suing WWE TakeOver 2, 2K Games and Ukes because his tattoos are copyrighted under
Ole! Ole!